that's just growing in there. Should I plant it? Anything else growing? I think I started a little early. Look at how happy that guy is. I think I need to settle down. Before the baby comes.
That's hard as a rock.
I told you.
What else? You need like
The table. And that's it for now. I've got plenty of like yogurt containers and stuff I've been saving. So I'll start with just this and I can come back for stuff if I need. But this has to thaw for at least a day. It's time to start seeds. It's actually a little early for normal human being standards. But last year I didn't feel like a lot of my plants got to the point of, like my pumpkins never really made it to the point of having pumpkins, things like that. So I'm starting like a month earlier than last year. I'm going to have a lot better southern exposure. All of the back windows in the cabin face directly south. So I think I can get some really good seeds started here. And I think my seedlings, I think they'll do really well. Wow! Bolt could have been killed. Alright, this is what I'm working with for starting seeds this year. I'm just going to get a table set up against this back door that doesn't have a porch out there yet, so there's no need to be able to open the door. Back up, you're going to pinch your fingers. Flipped over. That sure is going to take up some space. It's okay. I don't want to get my new apron dirty. We'll get my clothes dirty. This is going to be the most glorious seed starting. Look at that sun. Oh. I think some seeds I will start in these egg cartons. But some that I know I'm going to have to upgrade to like a milk carton, I might just go ahead and start in a milk carton. I was talking to a friend the other day and she was like, well, why put them in small stuff when you know you're going to need bigger stuff? I was like, you are not wrong. I've been saving what I can of peanut butter jars, milk cartons, the sea salt thing, just anything that I think I can cut open and put some soil in and start some seeds in. Would you like that? Yeah, okay. Can I have that back in a few minutes or? Okay. Seeds wise, I have a list I should probably pull out with what I want to do. My main starts today are going to be tomatoes, probably some lettuce, peppers, pumpkins is a big one. My pumpkins last year never really got to a point where they even looked remotely like they'd get a pumpkin. So I'm starting those super early. I got some giant cabbage this year. I will probably only do a couple of these because I don't really have the space for something that takes up that much, like 3 to 4 feet of space. Would you like, here, why don't you take the flowers? Yeah. It would take up like 4 potato plant space. Potatoes are going to be our most important. I'll probably do some container carrots this year. Our first year here, we did a container garden because we were living at Levi's parents' cabins. So that first summer, we did not own this property yet, and the container carrots did really well. They did better than my garden carrots last year, our first year on our property. I got some different root vegetables like beets and turnips somewhere in here. I got those because root vegetables, everyone says they do great here, and I'm looking for just anything I can grow for chickens when we get chickens this spring. Anything that will help feed them and keep a feed bill down. Got a bunch of herb seeds. I'm not sure if I'm going to try any of those this year. That's kind of the last on my priority list, as fun as it would be. I really need to focus on making sure we have enough food this year, and then something like herbs would be fun. But I would like to make my own tomato sauce. I would like to, you know, make my own like pickled peppers type things. Salads all summer would be amazing. I think I will plant some more asparagus seeds. I have my, they're all spilled out. You gonna make it? Where did your flowers go? Here, take the eggplant. Now go find your flowers. I think I will plant some more asparagus this year. I do have an asparagus bed out there just out of fear if something didn't make it through the winter, I can replace it quickly because these take like 3 years before you can harvest. How's it going?
Oh, fine.
Drainage holes. I'm gonna stab myself.
You want a drill?
Sure. I think I'll start the pumpkins in gallon jugs that are ready. If I remember right, last year they get they get big really fast. Oh, I didn't rinse that one out very well. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That'll be that water tray, right? That one. These will need something.
What are you doing?
He's pretty excited about it.
All you plant.
Yeah.
See, we're gonna do like harvest strawberries before they go outside.
You know what? Well, I don't have any strawberries. So I'm aware of the fact that this is potting soil and not like some special seed starting soil. It was a better price than the one I wanted, and we're just too on a budget right now to overly stress like a perfect soil. I'm filling these halfway because then as the plant grows, I add soil and like more roots will come from the stem, allegedly. I know with tomatoes, I'm pretty sure with most plants. So these are my pumpkins. I, of course, ripped the label off, but they are Connecticut Field from Denali Seeds. I'm going to start 4. We'll have 3 to carve and 1 spare just in case. Go a little pumpkin seed. So we'll do 1 in each, 2. So we've got pumpkin. The soil is already somewhat damp, so I'm not going to wet it down. Hey! You don't need that. I'll get everything planted, then I'll clean out a spray bottle to get everything good and watered. Hi, buddy. Oh, he slobbed on me. Thank you. No, careful. Thank you, buddy. It's 76 degrees in here right now, which is hot for us. We usually like to keep it at a max of 70, but it's been really warm lately, so that should be good. It's been warm outside lately, so it should be really good for these seeds getting going. You got your hand in there? Oh, wow. Isn't that nice? Hey, leave it in there. Here, you put it in here. Yeah, boy. Good job. All right, that one's probably good. I'll spread that out. Let's do the next. You fill that up. Oh, let's do this one. We do this one. These seeds are going to be inside until like, I don't even want to say. They aren't going to hit they'll probably hit a greenhouse sometime in May. So I'm going to have like 3 months of these seeds. Ah! 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 Ah. Don't step on that. You're going to flip it. You're being a turd. Lots of heat for the peppers. Oh my goodness, I forgot how small lettuce seeds are. For the most part, I figure it's safe to stick with an Alaska seed company. My neighbor, who's like a super grower, actually doesn't love Denali seeds, but it's what I have. So I'm more so starting so many different kinds so I can figure out what grows well and what we like. Godzilla, go crush something else. Don't touch. Don't touch. Not a touchy. All right, so right now I would like to be starting some strawberries and raspberries as well, but I don't have any strawberry or raspberry seeds. Maybe I will start a few celery, I think takes a while, and I'll go ahead and get some asparagus started. Okay, that's enough. You want to put it somewhere? Put it in this. You feel this? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I need that. No, you can't play with Sharpie. You sure do speed up the process, Henry. Jeez, those are tiny. Cabbage! Hi. Oh, jeez, please. Okay, I haven't read about this one yet. Space after thinning, 48 to 60 inches. That's the thing, is these are gonna have to go outside of the garden fence. Should I enter it in the fair? If I get a really big one, that'd be so fun. I'm excited about that. Do some lavender will attract some bees. Marigolds grow good up here, but apparently I'm all out of marigold seeds, so do 4. It's probably kind of close together for that. Yeah, look at all that cool stuff. Next year, I think I will get a shelf that just covers like this door. Doesn't really open. It's one of those doors with like a lock thing. So I think I'll just get a shelf that hits this window mainly, and then maybe we were talking about building some kind of shelf for this window in the corner that would go up. And then you won't have this big door blocking, this big table blocking this whole door. But since we don't have a porch out there, we don't really need to open this. So might as well use up the space. And it is above the toddler's reach for the moment. So
Awesome.
awesome, awesome.
Where's the potatoes?
You don't. It's not how it
Kidding.
works. It's not how it works. I do have some of my own potatoes. I could start in a bucket if I wanted, but. Come here, you want to help? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12.
You done?
All done. All done for today. My spray bottle broke, so this is my backup. Today, I'm canning a whole turkey. I already did that on video. I'll link that video up here if you want to see how I can a whole turkey. Kind of fun. It comes out with these really, really nice, like shredded turkey jars. Anyway, I'm gonna ditch that for a minute because everything, like the stock and everything's cooking, and we're gonna get that asparagus planted. Yeah! Hey, pipe it! Last year, I had the asparagus in a gallon jug for quite a while, like 12 of them, and they never really seemed like they needed more space until it was time to put them in the ground. So hopefully they will last in this. Hopefully I don't stab myself. For long enough that I don't have to upgrade them to a bigger size. Buddy, we're not making a mess this time. I know. Want the stick? That looks like fun. Don't eat it. It's kind of tight. I've been soaking for actually longer than 24 hours. Something I've been doing is I usually have this here stock pot on the wood stove just with constant warm water in it. Right now it's making my turkey broth, but I am trying to water with warm, I'll cool this off a little bit, but I'm trying to water with warm water because against that window does get slightly cold for the seedlings, and right now the sun isn't as important as the heat, so some slightly warm water is kind of keeping the soil from getting too cold. Usually I would do about 2 of these. This is just one of those like little like sauce spreaders. I don't know what you would call it in the cooking section of Walmart. I was going to use a spray bottle, but my spray bottle broke. So I had this and thought, hey, that's a good way to do it really gently, but still get a good amount of water on everything. So usually about 2 of these will do it all, but they're all still pretty moist from watering last night. So one did the trick. Seeds update. I believe we are, how many days old are we? What day did I start these? Today's Monday. I believe we're 3 or 4 days in. Nothing's popping through yet, which is no surprise. That's really early. Oh, that might be something. Nope. Oh, we do have growth. Is anything else growing? What is that? Is that lettuce? I think that's lettuce. Yeah, those are peppers. We have lettuce! I'm so excited. We must be further in than 3 or 4 days. I don't know how many days in we are. 4 lettuce sprouts. 2 are in the same egg carton hole, so I probably had a seed spill over, or I could have dropped in more than 1 seed lettuce or small seeds. Nothing on tomatoes or peppers. It's pretty warm in here today, so I'm not worrying about warming up the water. Huge bummer, by the way, no greenhouse grant, no chicken coop grant. I was messing around on the website trying to figure out where do I go to apply, and finally I emailed because the website was just, it felt kind of clunky. I couldn't find anything about applying for the grant. So I emailed the contact us and said, hey, where do I apply? And they said, you missed the cutoff. It was in November. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and build the chicken coop that we planned. We might do it a little bit more budget friendly just because we're not getting reimbursed for the price. But it's still going to be a very sturdy, very well built chicken coop, good metal roof. The greenhouse, however, I think Levi is just going to help me do another makeshift one. If you watched last year, you saw I just threw up in a couple hours this like visqueen greenhouse attached to the garden fence. We're gonna do the same thing this year to save money, spend like the $60 on the visqueen plastic, and then I will apply for the grant next year. So by this November, I know when the cutoff is now, I will apply for that, and hopefully next spring we can build a big, really nice greenhouse. Welcome back. I've got some seed work to do. Check out what I got in the mail. Right after I start my seeds, I got these in the mail. They are super fancy little miniature greenhouses. Thank you so much for sending these. You know who you are. We have like the starting trays. Of course, right after I start everything in egg cartons. That's all right. These will last forever, so thank you. Got the starting tray, and then the drain tray, and then you put one of these over the top. Little seed pods. Phenomenal. So I might get to these today. I'm going to be doing like cucumbers and broccoli and some other things here soon, so I'll do that in these. I am going to replant my cabbage. I did it wrong. I was thinking, so some things like tomatoes and pumpkins, you plant and then you can add soil and more roots will come from the stems, and I was just assuming cabbage was that way. I don't know why. So I planted these really low and I Googled it, and all the roots come from the seed. So all I'm doing is making unnecessarily leggy. All I'm doing is making leggy seedlings when I don't want leggy seedlings. So I'm gonna boost these up. I'm gonna lift the whole seeds up. Then I'm gonna add soil to the pumpkins because they do grow more roots from their stems if you add soil as they grow, and they're getting so big. So I'm gonna add soil, I'm gonna change these up, and then I haven't fully decided, but I might plant some more seeds while I've got the dirt out and whatnot. At the end of the day, some of these I think I started a little early. I'm gonna look for the drop cloth and we'll get some soil going. Henry's definitely gonna wanna help, and he's eating lunch, so I might give him a second to finish so he doesn't get mad at me. I have determined that the drop cloth does not exist in this house, and I'm not going all the way to the Connex to find it. Wondering if I should go ahead and size these cabbage up. Like if I'm already moving them, you know? So maybe I'll do that. I'll go for 2 milk jugs. And then just for my sanity of things being a little bit similar, we'll do a cranberry jug. Then this can be set aside for something different. Where that yogurt container was, right here. Huh. I wonder what those are. That's just growing in there. Should I plant it? I wonder what it is. There's another one. I'm planting those. Interesting. We're gonna find out. Ah. Ah. Are you just mimicking? That was adorable. So funny. Did go up the stem a little bit on this. Maybe more than I should. I read that you shouldn't, but there's a little bend in the stem, and I would rather save it from breaking. Come on out, buddy. Henry's going through a phase where if his plate's half empty, it's definitely empty. So don't mind him. Cabbage number 2. We got 3 secret seedlings. You think so? So I went a little higher up. They're just like kind of in a really fragile, leggy state. I didn't want to mess with them, but I think I had them so low in here. They were trying so hard to get up to the sun. So this should help. On top of this helping, I'm running this little battery powered fan. It sounds like it needs batteries already. I've got rechargeable batteries for it too that I need to find, but running this little battery powered fan will help keep them from getting really leggy without having to have grow lights. It just, when the plants wiggle, like in the wind, they will focus energy towards better roots and less towards going up to the sun. Without like grow lights, they can get real leggy. Everything's getting rotated a lot. It's getting the fan on it and keeping the soil super moist. And I should have better seedlings than last year at least. So I kind of like having these tops on here because if we're going to be gone and the wood stove's not going to be going as hot, it should keep them from getting like too cold. Yeah. I spilled the lavender thing this morning, so I kind of doubt anything's going to come up because I couldn't find any seedlings in there. We're going to add soil because like I said, they will build up, they will grow roots from their stems. So we're going to add soil up to the bottom of the leaves. One of these pumpkins is a little unhappy, but the others are doing really well. 4 pumpkins. Look at how happy that guy is. We're getting this right up to the bottoms of these leaves. And that should make for a really nice sturdy pumpkin plant. Happy with that. But see, it won't be long before that's not gonna work anymore. That's my happiest one. And this guy's pretty happy too. But we'll call that guy good for now. Then there's this little guy. Go ahead while we're doing it. I also didn't know pumpkin plants like lay over eventually, so I thought they all died. I thought like the dogs or I was so stressed when they were all laid over. And then a quick Google search said, nope, that's supposed to happen. So, all right, number 3. The leaves are like really squiggly. It was having a hard time coming out of the pumpkin seed. So I don't know if it's gonna like work or not. I might end up restarting this one, but we'll give it some time to work itself out. We'll go ahead and add a little. All right, pumpkins are done. Let's, I guess, try these guys. Yeah, you're so silly. Wow, that's a beautiful question mark. Let's see what they start to look like. Stay tuned in the comments and let me know if you have any opinions on what they might be. I think it's too early for broccoli. I think I need to settle down. What else do I got? So yeah, okay, let's start with the onions. Enough debating. Uno, dos, tres. Spanish onion. Do all of them. Ta-da! All right. So, Brussels sprouts isn't something, I don't know if Levi would like them. Broccoli. Brussels one way, broccoli the other. And what did I decide? Pickles? Cucumbers? I'm gonna have to move some stuff around here. I bet I have to redo this cabbage. Peppers have not yet come in, but if I remember right, they take a while and were part of the reason I started things so early. I just can't control myself. And I'll get the little fan going to try and avoid things from getting too leggy, trying to get to the sun. And I think we're doing pretty good. 2 cabbage that kind of broke a little bit. Went ahead and replanted those. They just did not look like they were going to recover, and I don't have too much time to just, wait on them. Pepper seed update. I decided they need more heat, so they're under the wood stove until they actually sprout, and then I will move them back to the land of sun. But I kind of think they're a little cold, and peppers, I know they need heat. All right, so last update. These are the mystery seeds. Not doing well at all. We've got the replanted cabbage, one of the original cabbages that made it. Lettuce is pretty leggy, not horribly happy. We've got Brussels sprouts and broccoli is pretty tall and leggy, so I've got the fan going on them now. Cucumbers are looking pretty good, except this poor guy I broke the other day. Then tomatoes, we have all but 1 came in. Peppers, I've got 3 of those in so far. Lavender, as I suspected, nothing ever came up, but I spilled this whole thing, so. We've got 1 little celery coming in. Pumpkins are all super happy. We've got these mystery guys growing in the asparagus, but we also have asparagus coming in. I don't know if those are tomatoes. They kind of remind me of the marigolds too, so I guess we'll find out. But there's our little asparagus starting up. And last but not least, we have, I believe, 3 onions coming in. So it's all doing pretty well. I still have to water today. Still trying to fight that legginess with the fan, but we're doing what we can with what we got. And at the end of the day, it's still a way better start than last year. So, pretty happy with it.